Today I'll be showing you how I painted this Primaris to be an Alpha Legion. I kit bashed it a little to make it into a sergeant. The tabard I cut off of a Zangor. Then I gave him a Xenophase blade from the Death Watch Kill Team set. Because yeah, the Alpha Legion seemed like they would mess with Necron tech. This is also my first arm swap of a Firstborn Marine onto a Primaris body. It's a little smaller than the other arm, but it's not super noticeable. After a primer of leadbelcher spray, I went over him with Shining Silver by Army Painter. You can also use Stormhost Silver or just Silver. Then I highlighted the blade with Fairy Dust by Army Painter, but just the sharp edge. And then for the actual color of the Alpha Legion, it's a very bluish green, sometimes blue that fades into green, and metallic. Really old art depicts them as having blue with green highlights. You can paint this in like a million different ways. Originally, I was going to use Turbo Dork's Twin Suns, but I don't have an airbrush at the moment, so I kind of chickened out from using it on a whole model. So I just went with the normal Games Workshop style of covering him in akhelian green contrast, which is not actually green, it's turquoise. And you can debate what's turquoise and what's teal. I painted the blade with Striking Scorpion green, which looks so nice with the silver and the fairy dust. And for its tabard, I used just moot green. Paint the in-between armor bits black. Paint the metal bits on the guns with chainmail silver by Vallejo to be different from the silver of his armor, which we build back up on the shoulder trims and his aquila and all the vents. Apply transfers. I painted over the assault symbol with moot green. You could have just freehanded it, but I thought this would be a little easier. Paint his eyes with mephiston red. For his base, I painted one half with pale sand, and then I made it into a beach base by painting the other half with Caribbean by Apple Barrel. You could have also just used Bafaroff blue. Shade the water with aethematic blue. Shade the silver with dark tone. Shade his tabard with green tone. Thin down soft tone on the sand. And after a satin varnish, here he is. But what do you guys think? Are you Alpharius? Am I Alpharius? Let me know, and Alpharius.